My name's Graham Walker, I'm digital editor of The Star, and my guest today is one of the big names in pop who will be popping in to perform at Sheffield, the new two-day music sports festival in Sheffield. That's this weekend, August the 4th and 5th. He's appearing on the Real Radio stage in Don Valley on Saturday at around 4:30pm and ensuring that Sheffield has the X Factor. He's a former champ and is also a winner of Pop Star to Opera Star. I'm talking, of course, to Joe McElderry. Joe, lovely to have you on the phone. Tell us how pleased are you to be christening this new festival, and what can fans expect from you?
I'm really excited. It's really exciting for me to be a part of. You know, I always love going and watching festivals, and I always love doing new festivals, you know, because they're always really exciting because nobody knows what's going to happen. And everybody's just always there for the music, you know, and I've been to Sheffield a few times and did a few shows there. I did one on the X Factor tour, and then I did one show after that, and they're always a great crowd, so I can't wait to get out there. And this is actually one of the first proper performances of the new material of the new album that I'm going to be doing, like, so publicly. So it's quite a big one, so I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to be doing, I think I'm on stage for around about 30 minutes, so I'm going to be doing about 5 or 6 songs, and three of those are going to be new ones. So they're going to get 3 new tracks. You're going to hear the first single, which is the title track, Here's What I Believe, and then 2 more as well off the album. So I'm looking forward to it, and I'm bringing the band with it as well, totally live, and it's going to be great. We're just going to have a massive party on stage.
Well, in terms of the album, the fans are going to be eager to get their hands on this. I gather it's a collection of self-penned ballads, classic love songs. But can you just tell us a little bit more about it?
It's basically, you know, it's kind of just the album, I think, that I've been dying to make for a long time. You know, I did the 2 albums last year, which was great fun, and I learned a lot from that doing the Pop Star Opera Star. And I think this album's like me experiences since X Factor, since Pop Star Opera Star, since signing to the new label Decca Universal, combined into one. You know, I've started writing. There's three songs on there that I've wrote. Got some more original songs on there. There's a couple of covers, but the covers are quite clever, different covers that people probably wouldn't expect me to sing. So it's a bit of I suppose it's a different sound, but at the same time, this might sound really weird saying, but it's a different sound, but I think it's the sound that people don't be expecting, if you know what I mean.
In terms of the title track, that sounds a bit intriguing. Here's What I Believe. That's a bit open-ended. Now tell us, what do you believe? What's that? What's the story behind the song?
The story behind the song is a song that I wrote with Marcel and Detroit from the Shakespeare Sisters, and Gav from Uncle, two very well-known bands, and we basically wrote that song about, it's like a feel-good breakup song, about being, telling somebody that you're not with the rubbish anymore of the relationship, and you're kind of moving on, and you've had enough of being treated like crap. I shouldn't really say that way, but yeah. So yeah, but the album is, I wanted to call the album Here's What I Believe, not because of that song. It kind of just, it felt right, because, you know, this album is what I believe musically, and I've worked on it for the past 6 months. So I kind of wanted to be like, hand the album out into the public and be like, this is what I believe, here's what I believe. So that's kind of where that name came from, and obviously the song, the first single called Here's What I Believe, so it fitted quite nice.
And Joe, when does the single come out? Does it come out before the album?
The single is available, it's kind of a focus track, so it's going to be available to download digitally from the 10th of August, but it's going to be starting to be played on the radio next week. I think we'll go to radio next week with it, 6th of August. So a week after that, the 10th of August, is when everybody can start putting it on their computers and hearing it.
And I guess people will get to hear it live if they turn up on Saturday, August the 4th, that's this Saturday, to see you on the Real Radio stage.
Yes, yeah. I'm going to perform it then. I'm currently actually, as we speak right now, I'm in rehearsals, rehearsing it. So it's I'm perfecting it and making it sound brilliant so everybody enjoys it.
Is it going to get its debut in Sheffield then? Is this the first time you're going to perform it live?
I've performed it twice before. This is the 3rd time, but this is the first time I'll ever perform it with my band. So previous to this, it's been backing tracks. This is the 5th band. So it's pretty exciting for everybody, I think, for us to perform it for everyone, especially in Sheffield on a festival where there's loads of people there, you know, for different artists. Everybody just comes together for the music and enjoys the day, which is what I always love about festivals. So I'm looking forward to it. I just can't wait to get on stage.
Do you know what? You're right. There are some fantastic names. On the same day you're on, we've got Lamar earlier. Then we've got Stu Sheet, Noisettes. You're on there. Day after we've got Misha B, Lawson, Marcus Collins. There's so many great bands on it. Is it nice to actually meet up at festivals? It must be one of the few times you can actually hang out and party a little bit backstage.
No, it's really nice. You know, and the vibes backstage. You know, everybody kind of hangs out together, and the thing I enjoy most is you get such a mixed audience, because some people will be there to see Sushi, some people will be there to see Lamar, some people will be there to see, you know, Marcus, Misha, all these different people, and they all have different music tastes, but yet they all come together to watch everybody perform. And I think that's always one of the special things about festivals, because it kind of combines loads of different styles of music together and loads of different fans, and I think that's what makes it really interesting.
Now, the last time we actually chatted, I was looking at the video a little bit earlier, you were just about to go back on X Factor for the first time with a single and perform again in front of the judges. But I just don't know where time's escaping us. But you must look back fondly at the X Factor. But are you hoping to kind of start putting that behind you and kind of people remember you now for what you're doing now?
You know, obviously, you always want to, as an artist, and you want to progress and kind of move forward and not back. But I love the X Factor. I'm a massive fan. It's where I got my break, and without that show, nothing else would have happened. You know, I wouldn't have been able to go on to Pop Star. I wouldn't have been signed by 2 major labels. Like, I've had so many amazing experiences that I don't want to forget about it. I just want to progress from it.
Opera, could that still figure in what's yet to come, Joe?
You know, I mean, I'm obviously focused on the sound that I'm creating, you know, with my new album. But, you know, who's to say, you know, I would never say never to put another album out with classical music on. You know, I enjoyed that part of my career. I feel like they could probably run alongside each other in the future. In a couple of years' time, you know, I could maybe have kind of my stuff, and then an album of some kind of classical crossover stuff. You know, well, I've actually got an Italian track on the new album. It's an Italian pop song. So, you know, I'm still kind of twinging it in a little bit into my album, but just not as kind of heavy as what the last album was.
I suppose a lot of people would like you to see you going down a kind of a pop or rock opera kind of route. And I mean, we see things like Jesus Christ Superstar. We've got Melanie C on there, obviously Jason Donovan. They've all made a bit of a name for them. Have you considered that? Would you like to do that?
If the time was right and the show was right, I would more than happily go. You know, if it was the right show that I could really put my name to that show and to that part, you know, I'd be more than happy. You know, I've had offers in the past to do shows. The timing's just never been right, and I'm sure there will be a time when it's right. At the minute, it's not, because of obviously the new album, and it takes up a lot of time when you do a West End show. But in the future, again, you know, I'm just willing to kind of try everything. You know, I want to do a bit of acting, do all different things. But obviously, at the minute, when you release an album, your focus has to be totally on that, and you can't have any distractions. So at the minute, it's not right, but in the future, it probably will be.
In terms of trying other things, I've got to remind everybody as well that the Sheffield event is not just a music festival, it's actually a sport festival to coincide with the Olympics, and indeed Jessica Ennis's big moment. She's the Golden Girl from Sheffield going for the heptathlon gold, and that'll be on the Saturday while you're there. There's a lot of different sports that people can try, taekwondo, rugby, the list goes on and on. So there's lots of demonstrative sports. Do you think you might sneak in and have a go at anything? You're a bit sporty, would you like to try anything out?
I do a lot of running, so if you've got any running tracks, I might have a go at that. But I don't think anything else I'm very good at. I used to be good at swimming at school, but probably running. I do a lot of running. I try and run quite a lot, like a few times a week. So I'd try maybe a few laps on the running track.
But just a final point about the Olympics. I mean, obviously it was very engaging, I thought, on Friday night. A fantastic opening ceremony. I just can't switch it off. I wouldn't say I'm the biggest sports fan in the world, but there's so many human stories and emotions coming out of there. Are you watching it? Are you interested in it? Is there anything you're really looking forward to seeing?
I've been really busy over the weekends. I haven't had a lot of chance to watch it, but whenever I can, I am watching it. You know, it's a massive honour for it to be in the UK, to host it. You know, it's a really special thing, and you know, it's probably something that I'll never ever see again in my life. We'll probably never get to host the Olympics again in my lifetime. And it's just incredible. So I'm looking forward to kind of watching it. And the opening ceremony was the most, I was actually fortunate enough to go to the dress rehearsals and see it, and it was the most spectacular thing I've ever seen in my life, like performance-wise. So yeah, I'm definitely tuning in when I can.
And just a final thing, have you got a special message for your fans, and particularly your Sheffield, South Yorkshire fans?
I'm just, I'm just always really thankful for the support that I get, because without the public support and people voting for us when I was on the last 2 shows, I wouldn't be able to do something that I love. So I'm forever being thankful to people for their support and their passion towards what I love doing so much, and that inspires me to go out there and strive for bigger and better things. So they're the reason that I get to do this job.
Joe, you're one of the nicest men in pop. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. Thank you.